Hello everybody and welcome back to Fortschritt Farms. Today we're going to do a little expansion. As playing seasons, sometimes you run out of stuff to do. Well, my cure for that is just buying more land. That's what I did in this episode. I went ahead and bought the BGA, and I bought a couple of the fields next to the BGA. In fact, the big grass field and two others. We're going to plant normal crops in 15 and 16 there. And then my plan for 17 is to turn that into a big cornfield for corn silage for the BGA. But we're going to get to work by dropping some lime and doing some fertilizing, things of that nature. Alright, I'll talk to you in just a minute. Here I decide to go ahead and grab a new cultivator. That's the Fortschritt B 231. I'm not very happy with it. I actually eventually sell it. Just dirt mask is just way too heavy, and when it gets dirty you just don't see any of the cultivator. You just see a big bar of dirt. So eventually I get rid of it. But here we're just gonna sit and wait. Actually, I think I try to cultivate here, hire a worker in just a minute, but unfortunately you can't cultivate a cultivated land with a worker. Alright, back to work. I'm continually tempted to turn the traffic off on this map. The roads are so small that even with the small equipment, it's really hard to drive around. It's kind of a headache, but we'll leave it on for the sake of realism. That's what we'll do. Back to the trusty old manure spreader. As I turn the tractor and the spreader completely white from the lime. That's the real dirt mod. I actually eventually turned that off. With a good mod it works well, but with a bad mod it does not. Here I am trying to hire a worker to cultivate and to work in the manure and the lime, even though it doesn't have to be done. That's what I was planning on doing. for the sake of trying to maintain some sense of realism. But of course, you can't hire a worker on a cultivated field because it's already cultivated. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess you don't have to. I could just go ahead and plant, but you know what? Why not? Plus, we get to get both tractors in the field and get them to work. Right here you can see what I'm talking about with the cultivator getting just solid dirt. I don't mind a thick dirt mask, but this is just, it's almost unrealistic. It looks, I don't know. I just don't like how it looks, and that's eventually why I get rid of the cultivator. Plus we have the disc harrow, the B402 disc harrow, which I actually prefer over this. And later on, I do a contract for some money. I think I do that off camera. And if you're not on flat ground with that cultivator, it skips so many little spots because it has no flexibility. And that was kind of finally the tipping straw for getting rid of it. But just, you live and learn. You download mods. Some of them are good, some of them are not. Kind of like videos. Mine are mostly not. It's really nice to get more than one tractor in a field. It just feels more alive, like the world's more alive in Farm Sim. I really wish that the computer owned or the unpurchased land had animated tractors working them. I think that would be really, really cool. At least I would enjoy it. In these two fields that we have fertilized and limed, I actually plant canola in both of those fields, just trying to get some variety. Now I only have three silos on the farm, and I'm going to keep to the rule that you can only put 3 different crops in there, and so that'll be the wheat, the barley, and the oats. When this canola comes in, we're just going to have to sell it right off the field because I won't have storage for it, or we can store it inside the building in heaps. I haven't decided yet what I want to do, but thinking about it.
This has been a fun little map. The textures are great. I don't know if you noticed, but the ground textures are custom. It actually has the grass. You can destroy it by driving over it, which I think is a great feature that was originally available on the default maps in 19, but for some reasons you just can't find it much anymore. I know Hofbergman had it, and this map has it, so I'm really enjoying that. I think I call it quits here in just a minute. You kind of get the gist of it, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.